Alright guys, welcome back to update number 6. These used to be called weekly updates, but in my last update I said, hey, if it takes more than a week for this next update to come out, then I'm just gonna get the word weekly out of the updates. And let's see, I believe that update was probably I'm gonna give a rough estimate because I don't actually have my computer on next to me or anything to check. I'm gonna say like 2 months ago. So yeah, it's been a little more than a week, but I do have a lot to show you. Kind of like the New Year's update I did, I am lumping this update in with a bit of a haul because I went to Bricks and Minifigs for the first time. It is a very cool Lego store. I'll give them a little promotion. Well, I mean, they don't need a promotion from me. I don't even have 1,000 subs, and they're all over the country. But yeah, so I got a whole bunch of stuff from there, and I'm gonna lump that in with this update because I do have a lot to show. So before I show the haul, I'm gonna show some other stuff. I have been gathering a lot of parts for Lego MOCs, and they're all kind of packed away. I'm also not moving the camera off my desk in this update video, just because my room is in desperate need of some organization and some cleaning and some vacuuming, and it's pretty disastrous. But it is getting there. So in update number 7, I promise things will be, uh, I'll show you around my room. How about that? Around the studio. But I've gotten a lot of parts. Yeah, I'm like tripping over my own words. I can't speak. And so one of the things I got was this Ultimate Collector Series Luke. He's pretty cool. And honestly, I just got the keychain, the Luke Skywalker keychain. And I took off his legs, took off his arms, and I put them on this Luke. And so I have a Luke Skywalker keychain now. Where is it? With just his parts from the Snowspeeder. Still a pretty cool keychain, but you could. No, he doesn't have the alternate face. I could show you this guy's alternate face though. Oh, he doesn't have like the scared expression. Some of the Rebel pilots have like a oh crap, I'm gonna die expression. I thought he had it. I'm sorry if you guys hear background noise. There's a lot of stuff going on. I usually film these updates in like the middle of the night or when I'm alone or something, and that's not the case right now. There's a movie playing in the other room, and someone is playing with the cats outside. It's a whole big show. And then this is the next Clone Commander. This is my Clone Commander Gree, or the base of my Clone Commander Gree custom. Yeah, and for you guys who are gonna scream at me for using official, official farts, official Lego parts, sort of expensive parts. These were honestly just spare parts I had lying around, and like for instance that torso, I had to rub Sharpie and paint that was on it already off it. So it's like I already kind of messed up the pieces, and they're not in peak condition. So why not, use them towards something cool like a really cool custom Commander Gree to go along with my other Revenge of the Sith custom minifigures. Speaking of Revenge of the Sith, Lego recently put out or not recently at this point, it's a couple months old, but the MIDI scale invisible hand set. And for a while, it was rumored that we were going to get a MIDI scale Venator, but now we know that is apparently next year going to be a, what is the other ship? The Acclimator. It's going to be a MIDI scale Acclimator. So at the moment, I'm working on a really cool alternate build for the MIDI scale Super Star Destroyer, which is a MIDI scale Venator. It's not the sturdiest build, but the facade of it looks really nice, and I'm going to modify it with the Republic colors, and it's going to go really well with the MIDI scale invisible hand. And honestly, I was working on that even when we thought a midi-scale Venator was officially coming, because I really want a midi-scale Venator that bad. But anyways, also, I did mention in previous videos I was going to go to Brick Fair, Virginia this year. That did not pan out. I'm not going to go to Brick Fair, Virginia this year, sadly. But I guess not really sadly, because I don't really have anything to bring. That's part of the reason I was working on that Venator. I was going to make a cool Battle of Coruscant MIDI-scale display. But now that I know I'm just straight up not going, I'm sort of slowing that down. But, well, yeah, there's not really much to say on that matter. Let's get into the Bricks and Minifigs haul, because I've made you guys wait long enough. If you guys... Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say, but... So first things first, I got a lot of figures. First kind of guy I got was this Luke, who's in kind of bad condition. His hairpiece is not in good condition, and now that I see his neck isn't either. So really, all he is a... Like, the only thing that's super useful about him is a torso. Now, I want to put this out there. I know, like, oh, this place is selling broken minifigures. They had, like, an extra... Oh, give me a second. They had, like, an extra thing, like a tile, for damaged and stuff, like minifigures, for very low prices. Like, it was, like, Misfigs or something. So, I paid, like, $7 for that guy, which now that I think about it, $7 for essentially just torso and legs. Might not sound like the best, but I don't know. Listen, I have a use for it. I'm probably going to use the parts from this figure to make a Legends Luke to go along with my Grand Admiral Thrawn and my custom Mara that I made back in October. So, yeah. He has a use, and he's going to be pretty cool with that. Another cool figure that I'm only just now getting a close look at is this promotional astromech droid from Rogue One. He was a polybag, I believe, in 2017. It was the first polybag of when they made the sort of, like, display stand figures in the polybags. Like, so between 2017 and 2018. It was a very short-lived little trend, but it was just a figure I did want to get for a while, so I figured, why not? And I got him. Let's see. Now, I kind of have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I suppose I should show this. Very simple, just a clone trooper. Sort of, I gotta admit, they had good prices on a lot of figures, and I'm not all too caught up on what clone troopers cost nowadays, but considering that clone troopers from the battle packs that are currently on shelves, like singular clone troopers from those battle packs, they were selling for like $9, $10 each, which is pretty steep. Their prices on clones were admittedly pretty steep, in my opinion. So I just got this guy, and I might actually use him for a custom. I'm still thinking it over, but he'll probably end up being a custom Phase 1 Commander Fox. And if you're wondering why Phase 1 Commander Fox, that's kind of a random choice. Well, just wait until I make the showcase video on him, and I'll explain why I want to make that figure. So, now, sort of random figures. I got Ginny Weasley from Harry Potter. Oh, I don't even think I need to say where she's from. Pretty sure you guys know. I don't know. Just a kind of a figure I didn't have to round out characters from Harry Potter. I've rewatched those movies maybe like 2 years ago, and I was in my head, I kind of had a list of characters that I don't have figures of, and she was definitely a prominent member of that list, so I decided to, grab the figure when I was there. And then 2 figures from my like childhood that I never got my hands on. Just these Serpentine dudes from the early seasons of Ninjago. Just kind of nostalgic. I remember seeing these guys in sets, and I thought the Serpentine were really cool as a kid. And I never got my hands on... Well, I got my hands on most of them, admittedly, but just some of them evaded my grasp. And so those are some that I always wanted to get, and now I have them. I don't remember this guy being so gray. Or maybe I'm thinking about a different guy. I don't know. But I'm glad I have him now. And that's most of the figures, honestly. I got some accessories. They were selling like little parts for $1. So I got this helmet, this like dwarf helmet from The Hobbit. Very cool print. Really cool. You don't really see bronze anymore. I think that's like a print color they discontinued. And then this helmet from, I believe, Star Wars Resistance. Just kind of cool for Star Wars mocks. And then random head and face assortment thing. I wanted this face just because I always need more faces for customs. And the hairpiece I just got to because why not? I already have a bunch of this hairpiece, but they come in handy, so yeah. And then, no, you know what? I'll go in order of when I bought this stuff, because, no, I'll just show it now. I went back to the store a couple minutes later after I bought myself food or whatever. I came back to get this guy. This is a silver protocol droid, I believe from the 2016 Advent calendar. Sort of a rare figure, but also a not well-known figure, so this figure is only $10. But very useful for, say, like C-3PO from Attack of the Clones is kind of what I take this figure to be, even though it's not really official. So, those are all of the figures. Or I guess all the figures I bought separately from Bricks and Pieces, because I did buy a set. And let me grab what that set is. It is not a sealed set, but it did come with a bunch of figures, so I can't really complain, can I? And that set is the stylish, the glorious, the very, very fast N1 Starfighter. It doesn't fit in the frame. I believe is the 2017 version. 2011. I'm gonna flip the camera around, so give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Oh, there's a, what the? Of course, the moment I turn on the camera, a moth or something freaking lands on my foot. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You got like the old or older R2. It's a very cool looking set. And let's just go through the figures, because there's a couple security droids. Here's the other one. Oh, the other one is a newer one. It's kind of scratched, but the other one actually has print, so that's cool. And then this is my first ever young boy Anakin figure. And he has the really goofy looking like face mask print. So I guess because the Nubian pilot is also in this set, this dude. You can give that helmet to Anakin with the goggles, and he looks like that. He looks super silly and ridiculous, but also accurate to the movie, because those words do explain the Phantom Menace very well. Sorry, Julian. My friend Julian is obsessed with the Phantom Menace and loves that movie. But it is what it is. And lastly, there's a little service cart and a droideka. So I guess we got some army building done. We got some droids, so that's kind of sick. And last thing is the fact that I've been reading the Darth Plagueis book, and I kind of want to make a mock from it. If you guys know about Darth Plagueis the Wise, this is the book. I'm using a T package as a bookmark. How about that? Yeah, it's Darth Sidious's master, and the book is really cool, and he has like a laboratory that I really want to build. But in order to build it, I'm going to need to buy more stuff. Yay! Because I didn't spend enough money. So there's going to be a lot more videos coming, a lot more Lego stuff. I'm still working on the stop motion series that I have been talking about for almost 2 years now. I know some of my friends are telling me to basically just drop the project. But I'm not going to do that. You guys have to understand, I'm like, you know, 18, and that doesn't mean that I can't do anything necessarily, but it does mean that I have a lot to do. So please try to understand that. One last thing I wanted to talk about, which is kind of, well, I guess I can wrap it into Legos. Lego Fortnite is a thing. I'm going to try to get some of those sets upon their release because I know Fortnite was a big part of this channel and like a big part of my hobbying life for a very long time. I'm just messing around with this Commander Neo, by the way. So he's not new, but I'll just throw him in there. Yeah, so Lego Fortnite, it's kind of crazy. It's a little late, but, you know, I'm not complaining. It looks pretty good. I might make a video on that before it comes out. And then I guess on the topic of Fortnite, I need to fix up my Xbox, but I might stream Fortnite Reload sometime in the foreseeable future. I know that game mode is like kind of old now, and it's not super relevant anymore, but it does look cool, and I've never played it. So I'd like to take a little bit of time to stream it. So I might do a couple of streams, you know, a few streams in the foreseeable future playing that game. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. It has been very long, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.